Hey kids, this is WTF's first ever live answering session. So I apologize if the quality is bad, but I'm just using my cheapo Canon camera from Walmart, $78. So this week I asked you for your questions, and David Starcher, you're first. Okay, you asked me the easiest way to get a group of friends together. Okay, in this day and age, everybody has all these crazy work schedules. Nobody works the same hours. They've got family commitments, work commitments, and sometimes they're just selfish and lazy and don't give a crap about you. So what I do is you just set a time and date for a group of friends to meet. Let's say Friday night, 6 o'clock, at, I don't know, whatever your favorite restaurant is, Cheddar's, Applebee's, what have you. And those who cannot make it, automatically not your friends anymore. Hey, this eliminates a lot of people. You know who your true friends is. And then if no one can make it, nobody shows up, well, guess what? You still got a date with yourself. And you cannot let yourself down. Okay, and David Starcher, your next big question here. What's the difference between a douchebag and being overconfident? Well, a douchebag is somebody who has to brag to make themselves better than they are. For example, hey, I'm a manager of a multi-billion-dollar company. No, you're not. You're just a department manager at Walmart. That is no... Take it from there. And then you've got, the dude, and, in your head, it's I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And you don't tell anybody about it. That's confident. And then, you do it. That's just confidence is just something you should keep to yourself. And David, your final question is what are our goals for fall? Number one goal for fall is just make sure you got some jeans that fit. I'm going through my closet right now. I can't find one that fits, but I suggest buying a jean stretcher. They work miracles. You just get the waistband wet, they can stretch, and then if they shrink again, just stretch them some more. But, it's going to get cold pretty soon, so I suggest you get some Levi's that fit. Steve Patton, you asked a very good question. You see all these people on Facebook, pray for people in Florida, pray for people in Texas, and you're asking, what God are they praying to? Are they praying to the same God that, created the hurricane? Well, hurricanes are not created by God. They're created by an intergalactic space lord called Xenu. And so he creates all the watches and creates all these storms. So then, you got to pray for those, for God to just wipe out the hurricane or, fight the evil forces there. And Mike, speaking of outer space, you asked a good question. Why is the sky blue? Well, it's when sunlight hits the earth, it's all these colors, like a prism, and then the sky's round, so it bounces off things, and there's all these molecules and atoms and stuff. And the blue waves are shorter, so we see those first, and that's why the sky is blue. And Stacey Carrington, you asked me, why do opposites attract? Well, sometimes you're out, you see a skinny dude with a fat woman, or a fat woman with a skinny dude, or you see somebody, who's real preppy, and then their significant other is goth. I think people, especially opposites, attract because I think it keeps the other person grounded. It's the wild person, the goth person, and having somebody preppy, it keeps them, kind of grounded so they're not too goth. And, maybe they want to live vicariously through the other person. It's I'm too preppy, I'm too stuck up, I can't be goth. But, if your girlfriend is goth, then you can be as wild as you want. And you asked, putting out fire with fire, what does that mean? Well, that's if someone starts a fire with you and gets you all fired up, well, you need to throw something back at them and get them all fired up too. But I go a step above fighting fire with fire. I fight fire with gasoline. What it does, it just ignites everything until it burns itself out. And Yeah, I think that I took care of most of your guys' questions. This, I don't know, video sound quality, this just test. This works out. This might be something that, we might do again in the future. But I thank you every week for taking your time reading my blogs, asking me questions. And you know what? I really do love you guys. So peace out, and I'll see you next week.